have put forward their own shows for Carnival 2026, from Nyla Blackman very much early in the Carnival to Mikalteja to most recently Lyrical over the weekend, Irfan Al's. You had Freetown Collective, Nadia Batson with the art form. Patrice gave a free concert this time around for 2026, keeping with the times. I mean, there is something for everyone. I mean, we certainly consider the big names, the upcoming names, you know, the Ravi B's, you name it, everyone, they put forward their particular production. Raymond Ramnarayan and Dilly with their Kuchila. So you're seeing more and more artists going into the route of throwing their own show. Tomorrow, Voice, he's going to step out with his anniversary of 10 years in the business. So there is a space for everyone. And just again, kudos, congratulations to everyone who gave, to me, added texture and a great memory to the Carnival 2026 experience. So to Cass and the team, kudos, thanks so much for having me as always, and congratulations. What a great show by all. I went to the crowd at Ticketon, it was nice, real nice. Beautiful energy last evening. Let's head to the back page and see what's happening for sport. Well, not so much any major sporting developments because it's Carnival, that's right, and the focus definitely on the festivities, pure Carnival vibes. Marshall Montano with our guest yesterday, Corin, who had a great time performing with the King of Soca, Marshall. And he had a showcase on Monday. It's not so much like a Marshall Monday, but it was the Monday Madness, as we mentioned, and Marshall will give an extra special show. So to you, King of Soca, and to all, for the newcomers, those who would have stepped into the game for the very first time, those who have been knocking on the door and finally making the breakthroughs. Again, sincere thanks. Thanks for making the experience so magical and giving us the soundtrack. And what a great soundtrack it is to Carnival 2026. Some sweet groovers and, as always, the power music to get you moving. Let's see what's happening via the brief. Yes, indeed, we head to the third page, page 3, and the development continues with the Seabridge. Ex-Cabo Star workers protest the staffing of the Blue Wave Harmony. And it's a very interesting read. It's an Otto Carrington story. So I implore you to get your copy today of the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian and indeed get more. Let's see what's happening in our Carnival Roundup. We always put forward, obviously, pictures from the activity. Yes, I mentioned Raymond and Kuchila, the central fete. I mean, look at the beauties. All smiles, women in all their glory and splendor. I tell you, Carnival is woman. You take away woman from the Carnival fall down flat. It is irrelevant. The Carnival, it dead. It's going to die. Yeah, we'll have to just, you know, probably, I don't know, transition into something else. But ladies really, the creativity, yes, you know, the storyline, there's history and pageantry. So I don't want to suggest this morning is only about ladies, but they play their part and they really come out and we see our beauty, our women, they come out. And I mean, everybody here, no thongs and stuff. It's just we sultry, we looking good, and they come out to enjoy themselves, and they're dressing up too. You know, parties evolve. One of the days of the sneakers and the vests, and everybody, you know, is a dress up scene, and yeah, some are suggesting, well, you know, a change and stuff, but that's evolution. And let me tell you, with social media and cameras and the amount of pictures being taken, nobody want to be out there, you know, looking haggard and waist down. You go out, you look your very best. The women and the men too. You step out, especially to these kind of big concerts and festivals within the Carnival experience. You have the parties where you could dress down and just let loose, but less than more people enjoy the dressing up, coming out, and just having themselves a time. What a show and spectacular space it is. Carnival 2026. So while we're jumping on having a time and balancing ourselves, we still need to treat with the important talking points of the day. And in that regard, we get into a very important discussion next with Professor Roger Hussein, economist, on the IMF report. Yes, I know we partying and having a time, but we need to stay on top of what's happening with our economy and what IMF is saying about Trinidad and Tobago. Details and more after the break.
Where legends belong, but backstage is where legends are born. Look how much security, like is the stage of right now.
In today's fast-paced competitive job market, certification courses provide individuals with flexible and industry-relevant learning options. Increase your chances of employment with a certification course at CTS College. We have over 50 courses in business, IT, do-it-yourself or professional development to choose from, all developed by industry experts. Courses start as low as $200 and can be completed in as little as 1 day, allowing you to acquire the relevant skills you need quickly and affordably. Contact CTS College today to sign up.
Period nights don't have to look like this. Move less, wake up to change. So change for a real night's sleep with Always Overnight. Its 3 times protection system absorbs, locks the fluid, and keeps it away from your skin. For protected nights without leaks. Always.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Thank you for celebrating all special moments with us. For exclusive offers, call us at 701-6488, 701-6680, or 775-9191, or visit our website to order.
The road starts early. You can't wait for nobody. Long road ahead, but you're ready for it. Pick up your Astamin. Energy to move. Juve is not play. Once you start, you can't stop. Road ready, body liming, spirit high. Astamin helps support your energy when you're on the road from early. Jump up, stay up. This carnival with Astamin. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Sportsmanship is when an athlete walks off the court and you can't tell if he won or lost because he carries himself with pride either way. This quote is an embodiment of sport, and for me, sport is an embodiment of life. We are where you are.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Welcome back. Professor Roger Hussein joins me on the Zoom line to treat with the IMF outlook, the IMF report concerning Trinidad and Tobago, and our economic outlook. Professor, let me say good morning to you. Thanks for the time. Welcome.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for the invitation.
You know, ultimately what stood out to me the most, couple of bullet points here inside the IMF report, but it seems that what they're suggesting is that Trinidad and Tobago is returning to its pre-pandemic posturing and position, despite the ever-changing and very turbulent economic trade winds, the uncertainty geopolitically and all that. But it seems, from all reports, the pre-pandemic, we're talking here pre-2020, when we had a momentum and things really went kind of down south in a major way during the pandemic, not only for Trinidad and Tobago, but for many across the world. Does this indicate we are heading in the right direction, Professor?
Well, based on the available data from the IMF, it's encouraging. It's not something we will go and have a fit about, but it's encouraging. It continues to show some positive numbers, still driven by the energy sector, but there's a lot of more work to be done. We are nowhere near out of what I will call the doldrums, the economic doldrums. We have a lot more work to do, but yes, your opening line is correct. We are seeing some greener shoots, and we are pushing on in the right direction.
Does the revitalization program and other major big money spend projects bring added value? Could it be the impetus to generate employment and get the wheels turning in a major way outside of the traditional energy sector?
Yes, it probably can, but it's a long-term plan, and so you would only see real fruits from that in the long term. And after 28, 29, 2030, then you will start to see that bear fruit. My concern is 26, 27, and 28, because even in 26, and we just finished 25, the economy remains down, it remains damp. 27 and 28 and 29, you are going to see more buoyancy from energy activity, Manatee, probably some Jagan gas, probably BP bringing on that Coquina project if it comes on stream. So you are going to see some more gas. But what we want is we have to adjust this current foreign exchange situation. Now, there are several low-hanging fruits that could bridge the gap between 2025, I'm deliberately starting last year, 2026 now, on to 2028 or thereabouts when the real activity starts. And I'm glad that you put up that graph there. That graph there clearly shows the need for some kind of short-run activity or shorter-run activity, because it shows that this economy has been managed to the point where the difference between reserves and external debt, and I'm using IMF data here, has gone to about nearly 1.3 billion negative. So meaning that the external debt, JW, now supersedes the reserves by about 1.3 billion, which is not good. So what do we do? The fundamental hardcore question is, what do we do in the short run, meaning the next 3 years, to close this gap without energy? In fact, we should assume we take all we get from energy. We should assume that Delcy Rodriguez and the Venezuelans, for some reason, block us, or for whatever reason, this energy money doesn't come on stream, and try to run the economy like Aruba or Curacao or Barbados or St. Martin or the Bahamas on other things like tourism, other things that we have control over. And so I think much more could be done on the tourism front. Where I would give the government a lot of credit is in bringing down the murder level in one way or the other, with one external assistance or the other down 42%. I am really hoping that they could bring it down another 20-25% this year. And so that would help, that could be a place where tourism confidence would improve in the economy, consumer confidence would improve in the economy, business confidence could improve in the economy, and people, instead of rushing their children off to the USA and Canada and other places with money, could make a decision to keep more of their children here, bright young people, with the associated financial capital. But the business environment, including the crime setting, is just too bad, and it has been a drain on our economy. So back to the period 26 to 28, I think that whilst we hear about Manatee and all these other gas fields, good, we take the money. I think tourism should be more on the front burner, like 20 times more on the front burner, 20 times more. I think Kama Maharaj should be selling his ministry more to the public. He is saying $5 billion by 2030. But where's the rollout plan? He has announced a local by local campaign. Where is the educational drive in the primary school, the secondary school, convincing the man and woman on the street to buy more from the grocery things that are produced in Trinidad? You are not seeing those interlinkages. You are not seeing the dots connected. And I am concerned. I am concerned that we are going back and down a road that has been walked many times in the past and always end up in disaster, a heavier dependence on energy. And my little 1 cent advice, not even 2 cent advice, my little 1 cent advice is, please, government, put more on the front burner our tourism activities, put more on the front burner our non-energy export activities, put more on the front burner our buy local and import substitution activities, and put more on the front burner the labor force fixing priorities, which I see the IMF mentioned as well. So we have a full plate of heavy work to be done. Credit due to the government, as I said, in reducing the murder level in one form or the other, but the work continues. The IMF report may have some green shoots in it, may have credited for some steps in the right direction with the reforming of the NIS and so on and so forth. Good, we take all that. But this is only about 10% of the work that has started. There's a long block of work to be done. Fix the economy now style, and let's get it going for the benefit of all Trinidad and Tobago after 2030.
Professor, how do we foster a rules-based fiscal framework to eliminate excessive deficit, wastage, and corruption, which to me would have crippled our potential for so many years, and we find ourselves sometimes spinning top in mud, and we've seen countries who would have come into oil and energy way after we over 100 years of dealing with oil and energy, and countries that just find oil in the 60s. Look at them today compared to Trinidad, and I wonder if this is to do with, again, that fiscal framework, discipline, and just a whole different mindset as it pertains to the sharing of resources and the allocation of these said resources.
Of course, you are correct. This is a country that has become very weaned on transfers and subsidies and handouts, so that it now accounts for about 50% or thereabout of government expenditure, which is not good. That makes no sense. So you are just collecting the energy revenues, and when you spend, you share it about in various forms with transfers and subsidies. And what it has had is it has had a perverse impact in many ways. We have seen a rise in a decline in our labor force participation rate, a fall in our work ethic. Many jobs that Trinidad and Tobago nationals do not want to do, we now have to depend on Venezuelans. And part of the solution is cutting that transfers and subsidies. Now, it's not a popular thing in Trinidad and Tobago to talk about fixing things. So if you increase water rates, people would get vexed. If you increase electricity rates, people would get vexed. If you increase alcohol price, people would get vexed. But somebody has to be brave and disciplined, and you do not want to go to the IMF, but you have to follow some IMF-style policies, because you cannot continue to run the country with external debt going north, stock and reserves going south, the fiscal deficit existed every budget. You just don't have the resources. And the people of Trinidad and Tobago have to come to terms with the fact that we no longer are producing 4,300 MMCF per day of gas. We are struggling to produce 2,600. And from all the estimations I know, even in the best of conditions, if we get Dragon and we get Manati and BP brings on some more gas, we will reach about 31, 32, 33 with a fast depletion rate thereafter. So we need to adapt. So the government of Trinidad and Tobago, whoever it is in power, has to be blunt and direct and fix the economy. And so the rules-based fiscal framework you mentioned is one that would probably assume a balanced budget, one that would set a target for any fiscal deficit to be less than X% of GDP. And I would recommend one that has a rule for the level of transfers and subsidies in relation to government expenditure. I would say no more than 30%. Fix the economy.
Indeed. So you mentioned short-term, medium-term, long-term. You know, you mentioned and spoke in detail about the tourism product and the potential that is Trinidad and Tobago. But I wonder if we are culturally ready for that kind of transition, because with that it comes with a level of training and service. Because people, yes, they come for the aesthetic and the sea and the sand and I guess the festival, but most importantly they remember the people and how they're, you know, the interactions with the people. And we are very warm. You know, I will never sit here in the morning brew chair and suggest otherwise, but there are others too who are a little bit rough on the edges, and we'll need to have that kind of cultural shift to become a really viable tourism product. Where are we in that regard, and will it ultimately, cost us? Is that going to be some kind of cost for training for us to get ourselves up to the time to be a really viable tourism product?
We definitely have the resource base, the natural resource base in terms of attracting tourists. I mean, there are so many things here related back to the Scarlet Ibis, our culture, our carnival.
But you can't talk to the Leatherback and the Scarlet Ibis, the people is what I'm thinking about.
No, I'm coming to that. Yes. The festivals that we have.
Yeah.
But there is no bigger drive to get the people ready than a sharp decline in income and the production of your main export goods. That's the push factor. Whether or not we could become more tourism oriented, we have it in Tobago. It's just a matter of understanding that we have no choice. And we have a hotel school that we had a hotel school. It's not impossible to reopen it and revive it. Those are basic things that could be done, but we have to do it in parallel, of course. What we require is the drive. We require our Minister of Trade and Tourism to get cracking on these low-hanging fruits and educate the public that, listen, tourism is the biggest bailout factor. It is the only way we can generate up to half of the energy rents by 2035 if we increase visitor arrival from about 400,000 to 3 million. I already worked out the numbers. And this is what we need to do in the next 3 years, in the next 18 months as we progress towards this plan of 3 million tourists.
Yeah.
But you have to do the work. If you are going to write a book, you have to sit down and flesh out how you would approach it and what are the readings you will do and whatnot. You make a plan and you stick to the plan and you progress. It's the same thing with increasing tourism, I believe. And we are fortunate to have a Minister of Trade who have tested the external market with a product and has done extremely well. So we need the bailout ministry is the Ministry of Trade. And I am not seeing, as a trade specialist, I am not seeing 5% of the communication. That doesn't mean it is not being done. That the public requires from the Ministry of Trade in order to get on the bandwagon, in order to be convinced more about tourism, in order to be convinced more about buy local, in order to be convinced more we will reach 5 billion US exports, JW, in the non-energy exports of goods and services sector by 2030.
Fair indeed, Professor. And I want to thank you because, again, you bring the numbers into context. I want to take you to a graph you would have put forward. So even though you mentioned we've seen the green shoots, there is some potential. We kind of stepping out back to our strength, and it's going to take some time. Unfortunately, when we compare ourselves to our Caribbean neighbors, we still, unfortunately, seem to be one of the worst performing economies. How come?
It's terrible. This graph here tells the story. It took a little while to generate this graph for you all. It shows that in 2015, we were the 21st worst performing economy in the world. In 2016, the 5th. The 2017, the 9th, and so on and so on. In 2026, we would be the 6th worst performing economy in the world based upon the available data from the IMF. What I did is I superimposed the concluding statement data onto the IMF October 2025 Excel database, and I generated the graph so that people could understand how badly off this economy is in terms of the decay over time. This took about 15, 20 years of bad planning to bring us crawling on our knees. So when I hear people complain about alcohol price increase and all these nonsense, I treat it as total nonsense. You cannot continue in your old lifestyle given the change in the asset base of the economy, given the change in the resource productivity of the economy. So that the way forward requires sacrifice from all. And so some of our habits would have to change. And I'm saying that 2027 though, and 2028 and 2029, you will see much stronger growth, close to 3%. In fact, you would see some of the highest growth numbers you saw, JW, since 2008. And so there is some optimism. I would say to young people, make some money in the next 3 to 5 years whilst it is coming in, because after that the gas production, other things constant would start to fall, and that's what brings me back again to the Ministry of Trade and Tourism. That is where the long-term sustainable bailout of the economy is, in my view, going to come from, and we need to be more educated by what that ministry is doing and guided by what that ministry is doing, rather than it requires some kind of golden secret. And that's how I see it, and I'm calling it as I'm seeing it.
What about the marine product and the potential to get back to being a powerhouse? Based on our location, we are not impacted by hurricanes like our neighbors up north, and for some reason, that's a low-hanging fruit that we seem to continue. Well, we dropped the ball, to me, in that regard. Could we get the marine sector back up and running in a major way to generate Forex?
I think some work is being done in that sector, especially up in the Chagaramas area. And I think there is progress being made. The ease of doing business for that sector. I spoke to Jesse James, who is involved in that sector some time ago, and I know some changes have been made. There were also some announcements in the budget. Yes, you are correct. There are significant multiplier benefits to be held by pushing that sector. It's a relatively low-hanging fruit given our geography, and I think there are opportunities there that we are pursuing as we speak. We just need to keep pushing it.
What's your advice as we, look to wrap things up? Obviously, IMF will give the report. You will do your assessment and give us the graphs to look at the overwhelming picture, the picture for the country. But on a personal note, because I always ask you for that advice, how should we, the average citizen, Tom from Tunapuna, Betty from Barataria, Annie from Arima, how should we approach 2026 and beyond from our personal spend?
Good question. I love that question. So I had the benefit of selling crabs in the market and copybooks from a wheelbarrow. I understand life at that level well. Yes, I went on to do a lot of mathematics and change my life and become an economist, but I understand it well. And I will say to them this: for 2026, weather the storm, exercise, eat relatively well, fruits, local fruits, eat your okra and your pomarac and your mango and try to stay healthy. And plan for 27, 28, 29, and 30. There is going to be some money circulating more in the economy more than before. As I said, 27, 28, 29 would be 3 of the best years since 2008. And so when, as you plan, you are making your pine chow, make sure you improve your formula. So as time goes by and we go into next year and business improves, you could sell more. If you are making doubles, same thing. If you innovate as well, also try to innovate. If you have no coconut chutney, add some coconut chutney to your offerings, add some tamarind sauce to your offering. So people would be inclined to come to you and buy more. If you are selling eggs, for example, put up a nice sign, a nice colored sign, so that people won't miss your table wherever it is. Dress clean, keep yourself well groomed, and talk polite to your customers. All those things, I can speak from experience. I'm not just a professor. I have the experience, and
Professor,
is money still to be made? Our people go out there and work. And the Venezuelans have showed us, they work all over the place, that there are opportunities and gaps where I think the people on the street that you have mentioned could be helped more is by the policymakers lowering the crime level, improving the ease of doing business, making it easier to register your business so that you won't have to operate in the informal sector, and definitely putting measures in place to improve the labor force participation rate.
Professor, as always, a sincere thanks and a great reminder to all looking on of the potential that is there with our tourism product, our festival product, yes, it's Carnival and we're having the influx and we have people from all over the world, but if we were able to bottle what we're doing this week and do it in spurts throughout the rest of the year with festivals and sporting tournaments, the ecotourism, the sporting tourism, oh my goodness, Professor, what a beautiful moment it would be and what a boost to the economy. So I'm spot on with you, and hopefully when we get a chance to touch base again, we could elaborate some more.
Take care. Have a good morning and thanks for the invitation.
As always, Professor Roger Hussein touching base. And I always, again, speak about the potential that is there with our tourism, but we seem to take it for granted. But what I could tell you, we could learn a lot from some of our neighbors up north, namely Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda. Oh, well, don't talk for Barbados. They have it down to science when you consider tourism and what they've done. We'll treat with that later on because, as I mentioned in the opening, some friends from Grenada and Antigua and Barbuda, they're going to join me later on, and performances towards the end. But let's take the pause and we come back with some housekeeping after the break. See you soon.
I will be sailing over the truck with the gal in up on the top plane. They with me drinks on and make up with the.
This Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th, meet us at Fed Yard, Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Tesha, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
Watch the passion building and the voices roaring with the mission done and the game is won. With the music talking and the big stage calling, the culture comes alive and it's just endless vibes. The future's bright, be more bright. Now it's sweet time, the time to shine. Life is on, it's no time to be timid. So chase those dreams, live without limit. On with B-Mobile.
Men, it's time to level up your wardrobe. Find all your top designer brands in one stylish stop. Premium fits, fresh arrivals, and looks that make a statement. From Calvin Klein polos to Psycho Bunny tees, sharp dress shades, high-quality jeans, shorts, watches, shades, and even luxury cologne. Everything you need to look your best is right here. Plus, enjoy nationwide delivery wherever you are. We're conveniently located at Twin Walls, Gulfview. Call us at 780-5000. Your brand, your style, your store. Silver Tag Menswear.
Evening, Mrs. Walker, I'd like to talk to your daughter, please. She put me in hot water and I can seem to get over she.
The music sweeter? Oh boy, let it play a little bit now. Get us tune now.
All when she pushing back, Miss Walker, I'm not complaining.
Yes.
She's a
Obtain good groovers for the carnival and beyond. Let's remind you ways to connect, to book the request. Well, to book a spot, make the request to meet with me here on the program, whether it's live or on the Zoom link. You're sending an email to tmb@cnc3.co.tt. Set to the social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, X. Very active, and especially for this carnival here. You're getting the full scoop, sometimes the very first glimpse of these events inside the carnival space, especially on the Instagram feed. Oh my goodness, I thoroughly enjoy the content. A place to also stay on top of your news. It's the CNC3 mobile app, your number one source for verified breaking news. All your favorite content on demand. Get it today. That's right. What about the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian? 108 years in the business and going strong. Staying agile, moving with the times with the new look and feel. All your top stories, sports, entertainment, business, the full 9 yards. And you can enjoy the Guardian on your laptop, tablet, or your smartphone today when you visit guardian.co.tt. Let's head across to our food for thought, words to inspire. Willie Nelson said, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. mindset, so important. And that's, that's something really in our lived reality we could apply in every scenario and give it a try and see if it works out. And I think 9 out of 10 times it will. Thank you so much. Great words to inspire on this Wednesday morning. Let's head across to Jamark for our World Weather Wrap. Jamark, good morning.
Good morning. In today's weather wrap, we head over to New York City, where they're dealing with a deadly weather crisis. A cold snap has gripped the area for the past 2 weeks, and the death toll now stands at 18. Rock-solid ice mountains stretch up to the frosty sky in some areas, and an Arctic look remains for this urban city landscape. City crews are toiling to get the ice gone and melted down. Power is out for hundreds of customers in Brooklyn and elsewhere, but the work to restore service continues around the clock. The city has set up dozens of warming buses and other brick-and-mortar centers after declaring code blue status, which reroutes emergency cold-related 311 calls to 911 for faster attention. Sub-freezing overnight temperatures are expected to remain for at least the next week in New York City. Now let's head over to Spain, where this week they faced storms Leonardo and Marta, unleashing record-breaking rainfall. The southern region of Andalusia was devastated. The town of Grazalema recorded over 2,000 millimeters of rainfall this month, causing major rivers to burst their banks and inundate cities. The impact is severe. Over 11,000 people evacuated, almost 200 roads closed, and 2 confirmed deaths. Agriculture has been hardest hit, with catastrophic losses in the berry and citrus sectors, pushing total estimated damage above 4 billion euros. Yellow-level weather alerts still persist across that region this week. Now let's head back home, where we can expect mostly sunny, hazy, and breezy conditions again, as the Saharan dust is still present over the area and is expected to linger for the entire week. Now, the breezy conditions will make the heat somewhat bearable, but we'll likely have a high of 32 degrees still. Also remember that we also have a yellow-level hazardous seas alert in effect for all our north-facing coastlines. A few larger than usual breaking waves have been observed, particularly along the north coast of Tobago, which verifies the need for this alert. So all marine interests, please exercise caution in the near-shore areas. That's all for today's weather wrap. Back to you.
And while it's very cold in New York City, it's heat, blazing hot, especially for those who attend the day parties. You're feeling it. But he says, Jamark, that we might get that breeze, which will give the ease as we get into the home stretch of Carnival 2026. Thank you so much, Jamark, for stepping in for the World Weather Wrap. Well, let's come and open the lines, get into our open forum. Your calls up next.
But me and she misbehaving, and you know I like it now. I think I love with her. Oh, this is how I feel. I show this connection real.
What, boy? The game showing clean, dog.
Hey, it's fast internet and best entertainment I paying for, you know.
Yeah, girl. You heard my good ass?
Hey, the call not sticking. So why are you taking so long to reply to your messages?
Hey, I getting Wi-Fi quite out here.
Yeah, boy, that's Amplia. But what are you doing outside? Come inside and lime now.
I come in there.
Wi-Fi so fast, you'll be seeing.
Hey, it's Amplia.
Carnival is here, and so are the opportunities to protect your financial future. Celebrate the sound, protect your money, build your wealth. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission presents Rhythms of Wealth. Just like every steel pan Madison panorama, every smart financial choice counts. This carnival, spot investment scams, make wise decisions, and protect your wealth, one beat at a time. Don't fall for those pressure tactics to join fast or be fooled by promises of guaranteed quick returns. If you've been scammed by a pyramid or Ponzi scheme, report it to the TTSEC. Visit ttsec.org.tt or email complaints@ttsec.org.tt. Play your part, keep your rhythm, secure your future. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
Okay, let me see you, Cherry Hill. Yeah, now take it back. Let me see you rock off, shake off, shake off. Let me see you rock off, rock off. Let me see you kick right, now step forward, now step back.
Lucozade, bring the energy.
Rock off,
Unbeatable
rock
taste,
off.
new look.
Shake off, let me see you rock off, rock off.
I'm looking on through the party. I hope I find you there. And when I hold on your body.
Welcome back. Let's open up the lines. It's a chance for you to get in and call and touch base and tell me what's on your mind, what you're feeling for the season, what's your take on some of the leading stories. 624-8721, 627-8658. St. James, good morning. Welcome, St. James.
Hey, JW. Morning, bro. How you going?
Tired, but I'll survive, man. I rally in. Go right ahead, man.
I thought yesterday, I wonder on my way home, I wonder if you're taking part in certain activities and things and still giving us that commitment and coming out in the morning.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're a veteran in the art form, so I'm sure you'll be able to soldier through. Brief contribution from me. I had the opportunity to see the interview you just had with Professor Hussein.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wish I had the opportunity to have a pen and a pad and take some notes so I could give a better contribution. But Jay, I feel as though he said, that was an excellent analysis from him, well thought out, simple to understand, not too much technical words, but he touched on some great points that, obviously, for many years now, we couldn't just rest on oil and gas. We needed to diversify our economy in so many different ways. I think from the school level too, we have a range of subjects, and even now is more things they could do like culinary arts. The list could go on and on. But he also highlights, for a long time we mentioned the Venezuelan citizens, and I think even before them there was some Grenadians. But the silver lining to analyzing that is it is possible for free movement of labor within the region. So if one country have excess supply of labor at the moment, regionally, that's where CARICOM could come in place to, see how that could be managed. But, all in all, I think he touched on great points for us to move forward. And as a closer, and I remember, this has to go hand in hand with the police service. This is where we need an evolution, because for us to make progress, we need social stability, right? I remember the conversations. They said it was previously called the police force, and then they evolved into police service, where it's more about public service. Now, even last night on my way home, I was thinking, I never did the research to see what the word police means. But when you think of the word police, it means just being on people to do the right thing. Since we kind of evolve in that service could even evolve just to, different aspects of serving and managing the public. So all in all, great interview. Thank you so much for the time to contribute, and keep up the great work.
Thanks a lot, St. James. Tabakit, good morning. Welcome, Tabakit.
Pleasant morning to you, Mr. Jason.
Good morning.
Let me get right into it. After listening to Professor Roger Hussein, the economy, I think what will have to happen, the government will have to administrate a bitter pill to citizens. And the citizenry will have to accept it. It's like you have a bad cold, you try everything, and then the only thing you realize you have to try some Zephyr Peak. Now, looking at the graph that what he showed you there, Trinidad is not in a nice place. And I'm saying we need to wake up to understand it's not business as usual. I want to believe by April of this year, I think people will start to get a rude awakening what is happening in the economy. All is not well. And these graphs by people like Roger Hussein, professor, and telling you the real pros and cons about the economy. What he mentioned, the Ministry of Trade and Tourism. And then again, yes, crime is on the back door, but on the other hand, in the real life, I don't think certain place people will go if you feel you're going to get robbed. But getting to the meat of the matter with the little time that I have, if we were to really look at it seriously, he's saying quite 20, 27, 28. And from now till then, so I am saying, to repeat myself here, it's time that the government will have to administrate that bitter pill. Citizens will have to be disciplined to take it. If we don't do that, based upon that graph and what the professor showed us here, we in for a rough ride. Tabakit out and out, good program.
Thank you, Tabakit. As always, open forum. A chance to touch base. We'll take one more from Santa Cruz to take us up to 7 o'clock news update. Santa Cruz, good morning.
Yeah, Jason, morning.
Morning.
Hello?
Yes, morning, Santa Cruz. I'm listening.
Yeah, hello, morning. Well, I agree with Tabakit in one instance, and not very often I have to agree with him, but that the country already facing bitter medicine because the government of the day decide that the only way they could survive without going to the IMF is by putting more tax burden on the population, and to the extent that they actually want to tax the businesses into closing down. You understand me? And I think the government needs to tread carefully in terms of how they go about putting the actual burden on the population because of the inability and the incompetence to really manage the economy and navigate through rough waters. Because what is happening right now is every Monday morning they end up with a new tax. I believe Diego Martin was making the point, Mr. Diego Martin was making the point yesterday, which party now have an inheritance tax at about 10%. And if you're taxing a country into poverty, then at the end of the day, the entire country will collapse on their hand, because the only way our economy could grow is through consumer spending. And as long as the consumer have no money to spend, then the country is in serious trouble. So even if they try to implement a bitter medicine, the bitter medicine will backlash against you because people have actually no money to spend and actually no job. I mean, Sabga is singing the song. We cannot continue this way. Thank you, Jason. This is Mr. Santa Cruz saying goodbye.
Thank you, Santa Cruz. Yes, disposable income, it's one where we would have, I could safely say, compared to a lot of our Caribbean neighbors, we had it in abundance for many years, but that's becoming less and less, and people are really watching their spend, going for more value for money. Well, you know, if they could get free, you know, they're taking it. But yeah, disposable income. Thanks for touching base and giving us that reminder, Santa Cruz. We could squeeze one more in. Why not head to Arima to wrap things up inside this first hour? Good morning, Arima. Arima, morning. Arima, no, you're there, no? Don't be nervous. Go right ahead.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
No, what really happened? I have a little situation. After you work so hard to get your house and put things in place, now I hear this government of the day telling you that when you close your eyes, your siblings or your children would have to stand. After you finish pay off for your house, tell me which government will do that. They have to stand and pay thousands of dollars for your house. So which means that you die and you can't rest in peace because you studying your siblings and they will be out on the street. Because if they don't have the money to pay after you left that for them.
I want to thank you, Arima. We have to run though, but you can tell the concern and the passion in her voice, very upset with that development. And as I said yesterday, I really want to get someone in to give some explanation concerning that development. The 7 a.m. news update next.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramdale with headline news here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. The Trinidad and Tobago Transparency Institute's call for stronger whistleblower protections and other legislative reforms has been rejected by Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar. In 2025, Trinidad and Tobago scored 41 out of 100 on the annual Corruption Perceptions Index, the same as the previous year. In response, Persad-Bissessar said the institute lacks credibility. Meanwhile, political analyst Dr. Bishnu Raghunath blamed the stagnant rating on failures to pass and enforce key legislation.
So take, for instance, the procurement legislation, which was passed in 2015. By 2020, there was the claim that legislation was gutted, and what we had was simply a framework, but rather the critical inputs of that legislation were taken out. So those are the kind of concerns that would have caused business entities and whatever else have you within the country who were surveyed to suggest that corruption has not been eliminated or there's no real attempt to treat the issue of corruption.
In other news, the search for 17-year-old Gabriel Nelson ended on Tuesday. His body was found floating shortly after 2 p.m. by a man on a fishing vessel. The teenager of George Village, Tableland, was pulled underwater by a rip current on Sunday while bathing at Grand Lagoon. Relatives said around 4 p.m. Nelson, his 13-year-old brother, and his cousin also got into difficulties. However, they made it to shore safely. Searches were carried out for Nelson by law enforcement agencies, the Hunters Search and Rescue Teams, relatives, villagers and fishermen. Nelson was a Form 5 student at St. Stephen's College. And workers of the Cabo Star are calling for equity as they say the new cargo vessel, the MV Blue Wave Harmony, is currently being manned by foreigners. The seafarers, represented by the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union, protested at the TT Ferry Terminal yesterday, accusing the government of sidelining about 30 qualified local workers. Anthony Alexis, an executive council member of the union, said workers were neither informed nor consulted ahead of the transition. This despite what he described as a long-standing practice of engaging the union whenever vessels are introduced to operate the sea bridge.
The workers are here today because they're being treated unkindly. Injustice has been taking place. Before we had a lot of workers working on the Cargo Star, and now this vessel come to replace the Cargo Star. They bring foreigners to carry out the duties where our locals supposed to be doing. Our locals are properly qualified. They have worked internationally. They work on all different vessels, and we was not informed. We find we have been totally disrespected.
Well, those were your 7 a.m. news headlines. We'll have another news update at 8 a.m. on the TBC Radio Network.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza in Deba Shagonas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon. Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
Low energy? Heart concerns? Migraines slowing you down? It's time to take control of your health. Join Wellness Unlocked, the series that brings expert advice and real solutions for a healthier you. In our latest episode, learn how Jameson CoQ10 can help support heart health, boost energy, and even reduce migraines. Get the science, the stories, and the steps to power up your health with CoQ10. Don't miss Wellness Unlocked. Watch now on CNC3 and start your wellness journey today.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Believe in love at first sight. Oh, you see, last week Friday night, meet a girl down in this place. She tell me her name was Miss Grace. She said, boy, I ain't stay long. So Louis take a dance to this song. This don't have to be.
Welcome back. Well, let me tell you, when we consider Antigua and Barbuda, Twin Island nation, just like Trinidad and Tobago, in a place I could only, when I go into my memory bank, foster the greatest of memories. What a beautiful place, and the people and the friends that I've been able to make over the years. And we have two here with me this morning as they treat with their tourism product. You know, we were talking about tourism inside the last hour. There's lots we can learn from the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority because they're here, I think, strategically to they picked an interesting time to be on the island because some of these events are, we talking April, we talking August, but it's important to kind of put it out in the public domain pretty early so people could book their year and put themselves in a game. We want to welcome a good friend of mine, Cleo Foster Harris.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm not going 24 hours, but I'm here.
Yeah, well, yes, you know, we're here. And you brought great company. Maria Blackman is here with us too.
Morning, Trinidad.
That's right, both from the Antigua and Barbuda Festivals Commission. I'll probably end with your carnival because I know that's a major celebration in August. But my first intro to Antigua years ago was during the Sailing Week
period, right?
That's normally April, right?
Correct.
Yes, what's your official dates for Sailing Week this year?
The official dates for Antigua Sailing Week will be from April 27th, I believe. And it lasts approximately 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so take you right into the Labor Day weekend. So it actually is 1 week of full regattaing in Antigua and Barbuda.
And I recognize you all are bringing something new. I'm seeing the Antigua Racing. Is that also, we're dealing with the waters?
That's correct, yes.
So the Antigua Racing Cup was created because we wanted to basically have a race for the serious sailors. We felt that we found that we were getting a lot of interest in some serious sailing, and so we decided Antigua Sailing Week will go back to the cruising, the leisure sailing. You get a chance to explore more of the island that way, where you're stopping at different anchorages. So you'll start off in Falmouth Harbour, you'll start off in English Harbour, then you'll go to Jolly Harbour, you'll go to one of our offshore islands like the Hut, and it's just sailing around the island and exploring the island. And then the Antigua Racing Cup, which comes in a bit earlier from April 9th to the 11th. That one is for the serious sailors. You want to do some proper racing, get out on the water, feel that adrenaline flow. That's the race for you. So basically the entire month of April for us is our racing month, Antigua Regatta month, where we're doing the Antigua Classic Yacht Regatta,
and the next
classic
month,
boats, the Racing Cup, and the Antigua Sailing Week. So if you're a sailor, then April is that month for you.
And I recognize as you transition into May, for those who love their palate and their belly, it's the culinary month. Tell me more about it.
Yes, so May is our Antigua and Barbuda culinary month, the entire month of May. If you want to enjoy our eat like a local experiences where you get a chance to really taste our authentic cuisine, we have a tour that allows you to dine around to the different spots on the island and just experience our local culture, taste our fungi and our saltfish, our ducana, our pepper pot, all of these dishes that are unique to Antigua and Barbuda. We also have a restaurant week during during that period where our restaurants offer prefix menus. So they're giving you discounted pricing for 3-course meals, 4-course meals. You just get a chance to really taste what the island has to offer. And then we have chef events. We have chefs coming in from Trinidad into Antigua. We're celebrating Caribbean culture, Caribbean cuisine, and of course our Antigua and Barbuda chefs and their cuisine. So we have chefs coming in from the different Caribbean islands, Antigua and Barbudan chefs who've been abroad, Andy Oliver, Kareem Roberts, Claude Lewis. They come into Antigua and Barbuda and they do some dining experiences at different locations in Antigua and Barbuda. Of course, some of the top locations being on our 365 beaches.
Of course, and you know, there's something for everyone because there's the aesthetic and the beauty that is Antigua with the top tier restaurants. But if you want to do a little more grounds kind of, you know, man on the street experience, I recall after a party we go for bread and cheese. Bread and cheese.
Yes, the wood bread and cheese.
Straight out of the wood oven.
Yes,
that was experience.
I still going actually.
Yes,
still going.
Whereas we might do doubles, and some places will do like pan chicken. You'll go for that bread
and cheese.
And I recommend that folks really get a chance to experience that. Cleo, let me ask you, when you look at the empiricals, where do you get your most visitor arrivals from? You know, so internationally, from the international perspective and also from the regional perspective, people from where exactly are coming to Antigua in the numbers from?
So our high numbers come from the UK and the US, and the uptick has been very great after the pandemic, and it continued to build actually. Last year we have seen the visitor arrival to a level that we have seen post the pandemic. So, and in the region, we have most of the visitors come from Trinidad. A lot of our visitors do come from Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidadians love Antigua, trust me. They love coming to Antigua, not only for the food, but the relaxation. A lot of people like the Jolly Beach still, if you can recall that. They also go to the Royalton Antigua. That's another new hotel that we have on island that's it's you know, one of those hotels that you when you get there, it's the all-inclusiveness. It's everything is ready for you.
Yeah, top tier.
Yeah, correct.
And I know the arrivals happen from both the air and the sea because you all still have a very strong cruise ship product.
Correct, and it has been thriving. This up to this week we had every day 4 to 5 ships in harbor. Wow. Even when the little things going down south here with the closing up of the airspace and so on, a lot of the boats had to divert to Antigua, so the numbers were uptake.
So now it's peak season basically for the cruise ship.
Correct.
Yeah, so we're also doing home porting. So because of that home porting where people fly in to start their cruise from Antigua and Barbuda, we're seeing a boom in terms of cruise tourism with arrivals predicted to be in the millions this year.
In terms of air arrivals, I remember I was giving you all the story of when I first started to go to Antigua in the early 2000s.
Right.
The long haul and the island hopping it would take, and it was really, you know, you're excited, but after a while you become a bit frustrated because, you know, you want to visit. It's way up north. I've seen obviously improvements over the years. How many direct flights, and not only for Trinidad and Tobago, but when we consider our Caribbean neighbors, are we getting more direct flights straight to Antigua?
Correct, yes, we do. We've seen Leah doing that. We see Inter-Caribbean doing that. New Kid on the Block, well, they have been around for many years. Winier, they're now doing a lot of direct flights into St. Martin, Tortola. So
we also have Sunrise
Airways also.
But of course, Caribbean Airlines.
Yeah, and Caribbean Airlines. So we have a lot of direct flight that you can get to Antigua now instead of doing that, you know, island hopping. But some persons still have to do that. Some connections via either Barbados or via St. Vincent, St. Lucia, definitely.
And you'll continue to be a hub, I guess, to connect to even islands further north.
Correct.
The St. Kitts and the Nevis and so forth.
Yes, correct. Yes, so we're still doing that connection. So some of the airlines either take you to Antigua, then you connect up north, and some you get the opportunity to go further north.
Before we get into the carnival experience, that is, I mean, totally spectacular, and that's in August.
Right.
Walk me through the spend. Is Antigua still very much an affordable island? Could we go there and like yourself on a budget?
Yes, very much so. I must say, even when you compare going to not only the islands internationally, food-wise, I think that we are still in great space. You can get a good meal for 12 US, actually a great dinner for 12 US in Antigua.
And even with the accommodation options, you have the option to stay at an all-inclusive hotel.
Right.
Cleo Foster mentioned Jolly Beach Resort and Royalton. Those are favorites for the Trinidad or the Trinidad and Tobago audience, or you could do an Airbnb or B&B bed and breakfast property. We have quite a number of those on stream now, and those are options that people can explore as well.
Correct.
Fantastic. Well, as we look to wrap things up again, you can go online, I'm sure, to get more details, and the carnival information will be there.
Yes, July 25th to August 4th, Antigua's Carnival, the place to be.
All right.
You know, one of the Caribbean greatest summer festival.
Of course.
And you know, when you in Antigua, you have all that you can do in that period. We have a lot of events that we have from it. So you have the sun, the sea, the parties, and Antigua's Carnival is what we says that is the greatest Caribbean festival.
Well, indeed, Antigua and Barbuda, it is there for you to enjoy for 2026 and beyond. Maria and Cleo, all the best. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
Safe travels back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We take the pause and we come back. Much more around the corner.
So then I asked what she drinking. She tell me rum and Coca-Cola. So darling, come a little closer. She drinking.
Enjoy Carnival savings for Soa Detour. Get big discounts on Cabana sets and polos, quality casual shirts and the best designs from 2 for $200. Plus a wide selection of jeans and shorts now 20% off, and all footwear and activewear on sale too. Don't miss Carnival's biggest savings at Detour.
This Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th, meet us at Fed Yard, Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Tesha, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
There's a hole in the bucket.
Well, fix it, dear Johnny. Just fix it. And while you're doing that, remember the roof is leaking, the house needs painting, all those kitchen tiles need changing. So tell me, Johnny, what about the plumbing? The driveway needs paving. Plus, you promised to add a new room to the house. I find it's about time. Johnny, fix it.
There has never been a better time for a TBLA home improvement loan. Call us today at 623-1501 or visit us at tblamortgages.com.
Step into ABC Doors and Windows, where quality meets variety. Discover premium wooden, steel panel, fiberglass, and steel security doors alongside aluminum, UPVC, and steel windows designed for strength and durability. At ABC, we're always a better choice, delivering products built to last and service you can rely on. Visit our showroom at 1 Chanka Trace, El Socorro South, or call 638-7184 to make your dream home a reality.
Vibes and Soca Cooler Cruise is back.
Vibe City 105 FM
and Team Undrunkables is bringing you
the ultimate Soca party experience on Carnival Wednesday,
February the 11th, aboard the iconic Abba Master. Boarding at 8 p.m. and sailing at 9 p.m. Tickets are just $250 and are available at all cachet outlets, Guardian Media offices, Port of Spain and South Park, and online at islandetickets.com.
This is more than just music. This is where you find the best of TNT. This is more than just a vibe. This is where Bollywood gets a twist. This is more than just energy. This is Bhangra and indie pop too. This is the mix. This This is the life. Lock on or log on now. Sangeet 106.1 FM. This is authentic East Indian radio. This is us.
I said, and when the girl them wind up, I like it.
What you gonna do when they get in the temper? What you gonna say when they get in the temper? What you gonna do when they get in the temper? Wine, temper, wine. What you gonna do when they get in the temper? What you gonna say when they get in the temper?
Well, you know, we go from Antigua and Barbuda all the way up north, but we head to an island that is so close by, we could safely say, you know, it's a neighbor. I mean, all are indeed neighbors. And again, very much strategic with their promotion, a time where so many people are here and you can get the ears and eyes of so many, not only Trinbagonians, but the international market that comes in for the TNT Carnival. Well, I want to welcome marketing executive there from the Grenada Tourism Authority, Samantha Thomas. Samantha's here with us to speak and to treat with all that is nice in the spice, and it's so much. I don't even know where to start. I was telling Samantha, my first regional trip out of Trinidad was to Grenada.
Yeah.
And it remains, you know, still, my heart is there. It remains one of the top tier places. And I've seen so much development in the tourism product from then to now.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I mean, I've been saying Trinidad is like our big brother, our big sister. We have such a unique shared identity. We love Trinidadians love Grenadians. 9 out of 10 Trinidadians have some Grenadian relative, an auntie, a cousin, and then something in Grenada. So we have such close ties, and it is important for us to be here on the ground now with all the amazing stuff our artists are now doing this year in Trinidad.
Well, of course, and clearly, you know, we have seen from since the days of Talpree, from Specky, from way back when, rocker ages,
yes,
right? You know, the inroad was always here, but now with the job and the fact that the Juve, which is a product I've always been amazed with, it's trending in such a major way internationally, to the point where I couldn't even get accommodation last year. The place was booked out.
Yes. So the message here with Spice Mass is to book early. Because as soon as Spice Mass 2026 ends, people are booking for the following year. So the message is to book early. And for those of us who can't make it, or who can't find accommodation or a flight for Spice Mass this year, we are giving you a taste of the job here in Trinidad. So Caesar's Army is celebrating 20 years, and the Grenada Tourism Authority has partnered with them to give you a taste of the job with the full cast of Grenadian artists. Our DJ Kevin Crown, we're giving you the oil, the chain, the horns. We call it our celebration of freedom, or Freedom March. We're bringing this to you this year with Caesar's Army on Saturday.
So this is Saturday. I mean, we're talking here oil, like a real taste of the job.
The real cultural immersion. We want you to feel it in your pores. We want you to hear the drums. We want you to just enjoy and just be this Saturday.
That's right. What else? And we'll get back to the Carnival Spice Mass product in a few. I know that's a major selling point, and so many people make their way to what is one of the greatest carnivals on the planet. What else takes place during the course of the year? Because I know the entertainment product and the festival surrounded with Grenada, we have seen many over the years. What's the next big thing? What do you recommend outside of the carnival?
Well, definitely outside of Spice Mass, there's a lot happening, right? We've just wrapped up a whole lineup of nautical events, from the Grenada Billfish Tournament, Grenada Sailing Week, our workboat regattas. We just wrapped that up. But we are moving now into April, and Grenada is hosting the Carifta Games this year. So if you're interested and want to support your team, it's happening April 4th to 6th this year. It's also the Easter weekend. In addition to that, we have the Reggae Fest that is happening the weekend after Easter weekend, and there is a whole lineup of artists as well. We have UB40, we have Taurus Riley. You could also check that out online as well. We have the Grenada Chocolate Fest in May, which is a really good experience. It gives you the whole bean to bar chocolate experience. If you want to meet with a cocoa farmer, if you want to see the cocoa grown on the farm to the end product where you have chocolate, there's amazing experiences. You can do chocolate yoga, chocolate tours. You can even do chocolate themed dinners. It can be a girls getaway. So after Carnival and you want to relax and you want to rejuvenate, you can also take in the Grenada Chocolate Fest as well in May. And then we have the Dive and Conservation Fest. This year we had our inaugural Lobster and Lambi Fest in Karakou, which was amazing, and it's happening again in 2027. So if you want to plan your trip for next year, that is something you can do as well.
No, so I was asked, and because I know folks will want to know, what's the spend like? Does one enjoy Grenada and all that it got to offer on a budget?
Of course, absolutely. Grenada has something for everyone. So if it is you don't want to stay at an all-inclusive hotel or one of our luxury properties, Grenada is very budget friendly. We have properties that caters to your budget. Yeah. So you can eat like a local, be like a local, use public transportation. As you know, Grenada is a very safe destination. I also refer to it to Trinidadians as a home away from home. You can do Grenada on a budget as well.
As we wrap up, Samantha, where can we get more information concerning Grenada's tourism?
If you need more information, you can visit us at www.puregrenada.com. Follow us on social media at Pure Grenada and our Grenada Tourism Authority Instagram pages on all platforms.
Grenada Tourism, right down the Caronage. I know the location, the little office upstairs there, right opposite the port.
Yes, it is.
Listen, so great to see you. Safe travels back.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jason. It's always a pleasure.
It is indeed. Grenada, we love you so much, and we will be there in the Spice this year, 2026, to take in the festivities. We come back much more after this. As a matter of fact, J Queen joins us live. See you soon.
So much a girl in town, so much a girl in town, that want you. Everybody know what our behavior. From July, reach in Grenada. I get a flight, but I don't get accommodation.
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need. Step into ABC Doors and Windows, where quality meets variety. Discover premium wooden, steel panel, fiberglass, and steel security doors alongside aluminum, UPVC, and steel windows designed for strength and durability. At ABC, we're always a better choice, delivering products built to last and service you can rely on. Visit our showroom at 1 Chanka Trace, El Socorro South, or call 638-7184 to make your dream home a reality. Are you an entrepreneur? Make some money this carnival. Just arrived at Tate's. Bread crates, cotton candy machines, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, Tabro camp carts, and Atlanta meat saw blades with various lengths. 9296 Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain. Tate's, make some money this carnival. Stomach discomfort again? Bloating, cramps, irregular bathroom habits? Meet Vivera, your daily support for a balanced gut. Vivera works fast to help reduce the abdominal pain, ease bloating, and support healthy digestion. It helps restore balance to your gut so you can get back to feeling light, comfortable, and in control. Choose for real digestive relief, safe, effective, and trusted for both children and adults. Now available at pharmacies nationwide. Vivera, feel the difference.
The carnival season is in full swing, and CNC3 is your home for all the energy, the music, and the highlights. Mondays, celebrate the legends with carnival icons at 8 p.m. Then laugh along with Celebrity Family Feud at 8:30 p.m. Tuesdays, indulge in carnival cravings at 8 p.m., followed by Manhood at 8:30 p.m. Wednesdays, get your dose of heartfelt drama with Sullivan's Crossing at 8 p.m. Thursdays, get answers on Ask the Doctor at 8 p.m. Then, more laughs with Celebrity Family Feud at 9 p.m. Fridays, kick off the weekend with the Party Start at 8 p.m. Then, satisfy your carnival cravings at 8:30 p.m. Saturdays, the iconic Westwood Park returns at 7:30 p.m. And Sundays, don't miss the big interview at 7:30 p.m., followed by the telenovela Cabo at 8 p.m. This Carnival, primetime on CNC3.
So we transition immediately to our Carnival Brew, where we get a chance to enjoy the music and the happenings of the season. With me, J Queen, I want to say welcome, happy Carnival, and so great to have you on the program.
Thank you, and thanks for having me here.
It's indeed our pleasure. Give me the history behind the name itself, J Queen, because I guess J is for your first name, I would imagine.
No, actually, it's my sobriquet. The J really, because before when I started doing soca music, I started off doing jab music, jab juve, to be precise.
Okay.
So the J was there subtle. Yes.
I thought J probably was, let's say, like probably Juliet or June or Julie or something. So it's really to do with the genre you started with the jab.
Correct.
Fantastic, fantastic. So walk me through the transition, because clearly you're going a little bit of a different direction now with the music.
Yes, you see, I want the world to know Sherelle. That Sherelle is not just about, or J Queen is not just about jab music, but I want the world to know Sherelle and what Sherelle has to offer and bring to the table.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
In terms of following you, following the music, bookings, how do we stay in touch?
You all can find me on all social media platforms. The spelling is very unique. J.Kwene. I repeat again, J.Kwene, or you can contact my publicist, Sherilyn Lewis.
Yeah, it's really a unique spelling, the J Queen.
It is.
Well, we're going to enjoy some of the music this morning.
Thank you.
And let's, enjoy, sit back, relax. J Queen is in the building. Happy Carnival, TNT.
Watch out, they just eat it. I know they like it. Hey, watch out, they just eat it. That's how they like it raw. Eat it. Hey, hear the story. I come from the Caribbean with very plenty sexy man. Could walk up the waist just like woman. Always up for a good challenge. Who teach them to cook? They have their own recipe book. No salt, no lime, no ketchup, no pepper. If you see how it look, they eat the fish raw. Keep craving for more. All over the floor. They don't fret to explore. Oh, they eat the fish raw. Keep craving for more. All over the floor. They don't fret to explore. Watch how they just eat it. Raw. If you see how they eat it. Watch how they just eat it. If you see how they eat it. I'm beginning of the Caribbean, man. Even from Grenada, St. Kitts, Barbados, Shore, Trini, St. Lucia out there, Guyana in Getaway, the Haitian Jam and Venice, the Costa White drop in the pennies. They get in your hook with a special recipe book. Watch how they just eat it. If you see how they eat it. Watch how they just eat it. If you see how they eat it. I come from the Caribbean with very plenty sexy man. Could walk up the waist just like woman. Always up for a good challenge. Who teach them to cook? They have their own recipe book. No salt, no lime, no ketchup, no pepper. If you see how it look, they eat the fish raw. Keep craving for more. All over the floor. They don't fret to explore. Oh, they eat the fish raw. Keep craving for more. All over the hey, they don't fret to explore. Watch how they just eat it. If you see how they eat it. Watch how they just eat it. If you see how they eat it. Thank you so much.
Hey, eat it. You know, rumor has it that there are some big eaters here. on the floor, you know. I won't call no names, but I love it, you know, because that's the double entourage and the beauty of the carnival. You tell a story, and you tell a story within the story.
That's correct.
What's been the reaction when you drop that in a session?
The crowd always shocked, but they gravitate to it, and they respond to it really, really well. Nice. You know.
Do you write your material?
Actually, I wrote Eat It.
Okay.
So I am a writer as well.
Fantastic. Yes. And I guess, obviously, you know, you're just going to continue pursuing the passion of the music.
I will.
Again, remind us, let's keep in touch and put the information out one more time. J Queen?
J.K.W.E.N.E. I repeat again, J.K.W.E.N.E. Or you can contact my publicist, Sherilyn Lewis.
And that's for bookings also, the publicist?
Correct.
Fantastic. J Queen, touching base, Carnival 2026, the Carnival Brew. J Queen, all the best.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. J Queen in the building. Yes. Stick the pause. We come back. Much more.
St. Lucia out there, Guyana in Getaway, Haitian Jam and Venice, don't post our drop in my pennies.
This Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th, meet us at Fed Yard, Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Teja, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
Recession have you down? Don't lose hope. Head on down to Tire Clinic for the recession deals. That should big savings with our road hazard warranty on Dunlop, Sumitomo, and Falcon tires. Available at Tire Clinic, Cuba, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
Are you tired of the same old boring drive home from work?
Look no further.
Get ready for the ultimate after-work rush with Freedom 106.5 FM's The Overdrive with Davey. Mondays to Fridays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let Davey take you on a thrilling ride of non-stop entertainment and education. He covers the topics of the day, delves into the latest food and lifestyle trends, and brings dynamic guests from exciting professions to share their professional stories and experiences. Take advantage of this energizing and engaging experience. Tune into Freedom 106.5 FM, Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for The Overdrive with Davey, the ultimate way to end your day with a bang.
Sportsmanship is when an athlete walks off the court and you can't tell if he won or lost because he carries himself with pride either way. This quote is an embodiment of sport, and for me, sport is an embodiment of life. We are where you are.
Get the story first. Want to know what's happening in news, sports, or crime? Get the CNC3 app. As the story breaks, CNC3 is there giving you the story first on your mobile device. Be connected to the most trusted and reliable news source, CNC3. Access your world with just a tap. The CNC3 app. Download it today.
Volleyball
filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
This is more than just music. This is where you find the best of TNT. This is more than just a vibe. This is where Bollywood gets a twist. This is more than just energy. This is Bhangra and indie pop too. This is the mix. This is the life. Lock on or log on now. Sangeet 106.1 FM. This is authentic East Indian radio. This is us.
This season, Ask the Doctor is at a new time. It's your weekly prescription for trusted medical advice. In the Doctor's Capsule, Dr. Tilak Singh breaks down big health topics clearly and simply. Get a dose of smiles in the Kiddies Capsule as our youngest experts share health tips with heart. Explore the science behind the headlines in Medical Minds, featuring real doctors, real insight, and your questions matter. Join the open forum live and get answers straight from the source. Ask the Doctor, every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on CNC3.
Our connection is reliable, credible, and authentic. Thank you for trusting me to bring you the news. It's a privilege to be in your homes and hearts. With every story and every newscast, CNC3 is keeping you informed and inspired. When it comes to news, we are where you are.
The fact that they ask the questions, those challenging questions that no other media house would ask. So, shed light on those things that are in the dark, those stories that no one else wants to cover.
I grew up reading The Guardian, actually. It's a household name.
About The Guardian, one thing that I like, the human interest stories have increased.
See the investigative pieces on the human trafficking. I find that very interesting.
You go more in depth.
On sports, especially local sports, and that's one of my highlights for The Guardian.
Yeah, I've been in Ghats and The Guardian started coming out, started working. I was a newspaper man.
Could the stories that are being covered are well detailed and you get more facts.
Also, I think the editorials, I think they're doing a good job on this speaking the truth, and they're challenging the government to make things better.
Me in particular, of recently, in the last 2-3 months, I've been reading The Guardian. I'm seeing a lot of news about the neighborhoods and the communities, and I even saw my community featured, and I was proud.
Oh, The Guardian.
The Guardian?
Guardian.
Trinidad Guardian.
The Guardian.
The Guardian.
Trinidad Guardian.
The Guardian is my first choice.
She is Joe Kawaii. Chili, wasabi wine. Pepper, wasabi wine. Wasabi wine. Wasabi wine.
Welcome back to the Carnival Brew, and we take you to Japan, my friends. With me, a great friend. We go back so many years. Angie is in the building, and she is here with great company. Aya, meeting Aya more or less for the first time, but Aya.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Yes, konnichiwa. Aya's no stranger. She's been here before, like on 3 occasions. I mean, Angie, you've been coming for so many years. Congratulations too on your big development last year.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one thing about my friends from Japan, they don't come empty-handed. They brought a whole kit here for me. Wasabi wine, ladies. We're gonna cook today. Yes, we're gonna bubble up. Right, fix me up.
Yes,
Yes, fix me up.
Yeah,
So, welcome. Tell me about the wasabi wine.
Yes, so this song is called Wasabi Wine. That is why we came in our sushi master outfits.
We're going to do some sushi this morning?
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
So tell me, I mean, you've been coming here for quite a while. What makes this soca and Trinidad still so special for you? What's the best part of the carnival experience, Aya?
The best is play mass, of course. Yes. But I feel there's some of, how can I say, the experience about like a kids dancing together. You know, every people listen music together and sing. That is a super experience, super nice experience for Japanese.
Oh, fantastic.
You know? Yes. Hey. Wait.
So, Andre, y'all are here. You're here to perform. You're here to enjoy the carnival. How do folks contact you, Andre, in terms of bookings, in terms of just having you as part of this celebration?
Yes. So I have a manager in Trinidad. His name is Gabriel Bernard, with me since day one. Trinidad, I've been coming for 13 years. So, yes.
Fantastic.
Please contact him and our social media as well.
Well, ladies, let me give you the microphone. Angie, that's yours.
Thank you.
Aya.
Thank you.
Let's enjoy the wasabi wine. Look at your boy.
Yes.
Take it away, Angie. Aya, in the building of Japan.
Let's see dance too.
You wanna fly? Yapaku naritai. Tobitai nara are shikanai. Start to wind up left to the right. Easy anger, show me our side. Japanese Spice Girls, if you're ready to wind up. Mishagale itadakimasu. Sticky wine like a chopstick. Hot girl like wasabi. Me so spicy, me so spicy. Hot girl like wasabi. Me so spicy, me so spicy. Dancing. Hot girl like wasabi. Me so spicy, me so spicy. Hot girl like wasabi. Me so spicy, me so spicy. Do you wanna eat some more? What's the level you want? Be careful, Japanese girls are super hot. Hoshikunare moto moto. Green spice you can't ignore. Pull me, wasabi. I need more spicy. Japanese gal, but she got a shigeki. Cause she eats so kawaii. Wasabi wine. Wasabi wine. You want a wasabi wine? Wasabi wine. Wasabi wine. Wasabi wine. Wasabi wine. Wine. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. Yes. Wasabi, me so spicy, me so spicy. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. How can I like wasabi? Me so spicy, me so spicy. Ooh, spicy.
Spicy, hot.
Yes.
Plenty.
Morning.
Oh my goodness. Aya and Angie, the production on this song is amazing. Who did the actual music, the beat?
Yes, actually Luke from Lujo and the Gifted here in Trinidad. Big up yourself.
This is nice. And there's some visuals for this too?
That's right. You can check it out on YouTube. It's already out, so go check it out.
Let's check it out. Let's check out some of the visuals while we hang out. Look. So the other girls are like more dancers and stuff?
That's right. Yes.
Right. Look. Yes, that is what Aya, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Who are you all going to be in the road with? Where can we find you all for the carnival?
Yes, so we will be performing at Embrace on Thursday. And
I'll be there.
Yes, and then on the road, I'll be with Bliss, and Aya will be with Brony and Carol.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you know
Super
what?
excited.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, so glad you're here. Angie, Aya, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence and for taking that trip to just enhance and to make the carnival so magical. Angie.
Yes, thank you so much.
Aya.
Arigato.
Good morning, Trinidad.
That's right. Let's get in socials before we go. How do we find you online? Because we have all the booking information, but in terms of finding you online, we're looking for?
Yes, so we're on everything from Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. I'm on, my handle is Angie Music, which is ANNG_music. So be sure to check me out, follow my journey here in Trinidad, but also in Japan, we play mass.
Of course. And how do we find you, Aya?
And so you can find AAYAH as in my name, Aya. So you can find on any social media.
That's right. Aya and Angie touching base. You take the pause.
You look so good.
Oh, you mean, hey?
We need to.
So spicy. So spicy.
Yeah, you look so, you have a skillful for sushi.
We take the pause and we come back. See you soon, TNT. We so spicy.
Why? Girl, I like wasabi, me so spicy, me so spicy. Girl, I like wasabi, me so spicy, me so spicy. Girl, I like wasabi, me so spicy, me so spicy. Girl, I like wasabi, me so spicy, me.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Thank you for celebrating all special moments with us. For exclusive offers, call us at 701-6488, 701-6680, or 775-9191, or visit our website to order.
Welcome to Holiday Inn Express and Suites.
Do enjoy, Stacey.
You want some coffee?
Can I have a bit?
Perfect, Ben.
That's exactly what we need.
Hi, the pool is this way.
Whatever you're here for, we're here for you. Stay smart at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites.
Chanel Dempster. Remember a long time when adults used to leave the children at home to go and party, and that was considered normal? Well, there's nothing normal about that. So many things could have gone wrong. But you see, this year, 2026, our focus is to keep our children safe for Carnival. Remember, get a responsible adult or babysitter. And in that case, if you can't get either one, stay home. I say so, stay home. Better choices, safer Carnival. Chanel Dempster, say so. Calling all crew, you got the honey flow and show me what you gonna do. Boom. You must obey, the rhythm out of this world, you're jumping out of control, yeah.
The fact that they ask the questions, those challenging questions that no other media house would ask. To, shed light on those things that are in the dark, those stories that no one else wants to cover.
I grew up reading The Guardian, actually. It's a household name.
About The Guardian, one thing that I like, the human interest stories have increased.
See the investigative pieces on the human trafficking. I find that very interesting.
You go more in depth
on sports, especially local sports, and that's one of my highlights for The Guardian.
Yeah, I've been in Ghana since The Guardian started coming out, started working. I was a newspaper man.
Could the stories that are being covered are well detailed and you get more facts.
Also, I think the editorials, I think they're doing a good job and they're speaking the truth, and they're challenging the government to make things better.
Me in particular, of recently, the last 2-3 months, I've been reading The Guardian. I'm seeing a lot of news about the neighborhoods and the communities, and I even saw my community featured, and I was proud.
Oh, The Guardian.
The Guardian?
Guardian.
The Guardian. The Guardian.
The Guardian.
The Guardian. The Guardian is my first choice.
Find yourself on a man right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. Give the body a jump right now.
Yes, well, clearly the ladies ruled this morning. We're going to bring it back home with the Janelle Rowe. And that's Janelle with a G. Very unique. I've not met a Janelle ever with a G. So this is the first. I want to thank you for being here. Anna.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, great to have you. How long have you been doing the music? For those probably seeing and getting a chance to know you for the first time.
Right. Well, I started taking it on professionally last year in March, but I would have released an EP in 2022. It's called Shades. So that was like my first breakout into the music industry, like for real, for real.
And what genre that would have been? Was it soca? Was that different kind of energy?
That was infused, so it had like R&B, jazz, hip hop, you know. So yeah.
Well, I see you went with some power here. You have some steam. You have the pace. Yes.
Yes, I would like to think so. Excellent. I love power.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we got a chance to embrace this song in a few, and then we come back and get all the booking information and find ways to follow Janelle's story online and via the socials. So, I'm ready for it, you know. I'm ready to dig it in.
Okay, no problem.
Janelle Rowe, and that's Janelle with a G.
With a G.
Let's take it away.
Trinidad and Tobago, I go by the name Janelle Rowe. And you see right now, I know it real earlier, but I need all you to wake up, wake up. Find yourself on a man right now, right now, right now. Away get the body a jam. Right now, right now, right now. When a trainee touch the road, holding onto the truck. Don't try to kill we mood. We just want to get work. We come out to play mass. We taking over the road. Don't try to play mad. We go send you back home. All the linemen, 420 drinking. Make she back bend. We just end up on the truck Juve morning. When we whining, too much speed for you. The people look so fine. Give it with time. All masqueraders come alive. Don't get we mad. Find yourself on a man. Right now, right now, right now. We get the body a jam. Right now, right now, right now. What truck you choosing? Find me whining by 2. If you cannot handle me, do bother coming through. We go ruffle some feathers. Make you get in the mood. Convert the foreigners. Turn them Trini by noon. Turn them Trini by noon. Turn them Trini by noon. Turn them. Turn them Trini by noon. Turn them Trini by noon. Turn them Trini by noon. Do I speed for you? The people look so fine. Give it with time. All masqueraders come alive. Don't get we mad. Find yourself on a man. Right now, right now, right now. We get the body a jam. Right now, right now, right now. The truck moving too fast. Truck driver don't play the. We don't want nobody to pass. Slow down. We's friend and them in the van. All over like a mad girl. You don't want me to crash out. All the linemen, 420 drinking. Make she back bend. We does end up truck the morning. When we whining, too much speed for you. The people look so fine. Give it with time. All masqueraders come alive. Don't get we mad. Find yourself on a man. Right now, right now, right now. Oh, we get the body a jump. Right now, right now, right now.
Yes.
Turn them Trinidad by noon. Morning brew. Turn them Trinidad by noon. Trinidad. Turn them Trinidad by noon. Tobago. Oh, yeah, turn them Trinidad by noon.
That's right. Janelle with a G. Yes.
With a G.
I love it. And indeed, you're a writer. You wrote
Yes,
that.
I write all my songs.
Are you willing to take material from other folks if they see you like energy and want to bring a product? You're willing to do that too?
I have to really feel it.
You have to feel it.
Yeah, but I prefer to keep it.
It comes from you.
Yeah, you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing. And how do we stay in touch, follow all the progress?
Right. So it's Janelle Rowe on all social media platforms. That's GENNELROE.
And that's your actual name, yeah?
Well, Janelle is my middle name.
Okay, great. So you never really wanted to go to sobriquet per se, some kind of like lady this or whatever. You just wanted to kind of...
Yeah, I wanted to keep it personal and authentic to me.
That's right,
Mm-hmm.
And who deals with the business in terms of bookings and stuff?
Me and my producer.
Fantastic. But we'll find all the details on the socials.
Correct.
Janelle Rowe. And that's Janelle with a G.
Yes.
Who you on the road with Monday and Tuesday?
Tribe.
I'll see you. All right, Janelle, I'll see you.
Okay, no problem.
Well, with that being said, it's been a tremendous program. I'm literally, I'm moving on E here, but hey, that's what the carnival is about, you know.
Of course.
You enjoy yourself, but you have to show up. And that's what we do.
That's what we do. As Trini, that's what we do.
That's right. Well, G, all the best. Happy carnival.
Thank you so much. You too.
Yes. Janelle Rowe taking us to the end of the show. I want to say it's been tremendous as always. Godspeed. I'm back for more tomorrow. Have yourselves a safe one today, TNT, and let's continue to enjoy this Carnival 2026 and keep it safe. All the best.
The people look so fine, cool it now. Give it with time. All masqueraders come alive. Don't get me, man. Myself on a man. Right now. Give the body a jam. Right now.
The Morning Brew is brought to you by Omega XL. Live long, stay strong.
You're watching CNC3. The views and opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of CNC3.
Thousands of years ago, in ancient Greece, early physicians began observing the human body, searching for answers to pain and illness, and laying the foundation for how we understand health today. They believed the body was not governed by punishment or fate, but by processes that could be studied, understood, and treated. By watching closely, they began to recognize patterns, signs that appeared again and again in the human body. Swelling, heat, pain. Early clues that the body was responding to something beneath the surface. Itis means inflammation, a term that has followed humanity through history and remains central to medicine today. Inflammation is the body's natural response, designed to protect and repair. But when it stays active for too long, it can quietly spread beneath the surface.
For years, we focused on treating pain where it appeared. But today, we understand something much deeper. Many common aches, stiffness, and mobility issues share a common underlying factor: chronic inflammation.
For millions of people, this isn't ancient history. It's daily life. Felt as stiffness, lingering discomfort, and reduced ease of movement. Inflammation is like a fire inside the body. When it's controlled, it plays an important role in healing. But when that fire doesn't turn off, it can quietly continue burning beneath the surface. For many people, pain doesn't arrive suddenly. It builds over time. Stiffness, soreness, discomfort that never fully seems to go away. Many of the conditions we hear about today share one common ending: itis. Arthritis, tendinitis, bursitis, sinusitis, pancreatitis, prostatitis. That ending doesn't describe age. It describes inflammation. In this paid presentation by XL Health, the distributors of Omega XL, will explore what inflammation is, why it matters, and what science is showing about supporting the body's response naturally. If pain or inflammation affects your life or someone you care about, stay with us as we uncover the inflammation connection.
Pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas. Arthritis, inflammation of the joints. Myocarditis, inflammation of the heart. What does all these words have in common? All these medical conditions. What does it have in common? This, ITIS. But what does ITIS really mean? The term itis, ITIS, came from the Greek philosopher Hippocrates. Hippocrates laid the foundation for how inflammation is understood today.
Today, doctors understand that many common aches, stiffness, and mobility issues share this underlying factor, chronic inflammation. That's why modern approaches focus on supporting the body's natural inflammatory